Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? I apologize if I lose to this guy right now, because I don't know anything he can do. He just came out. But with all that being said, guys, Pet is absolutely nuts. I have to guess that there's another episode after this. It didn't really seem definitive. Um, But with everything that's happening and how ridiculously slow someone is on our show, it kind of sucks that everything is going just according to plan to certain people that seemingly aren't the ones we want it to be going for. Uh, Not only did we see this huge change in this character once he started losing the things he loved, we're now just getting an understanding of what it's going to be like now that he is in a position where he can't fully control the situation. But now I don't know how he's going to bring his friend to his side. And I think that's one of the interesting parts about all this is I feel they could have already been on each other's team and worked something out if things didn't go the way that they did. And that's the problem for the main guy having a chance of even trying to win this is he put himself in a position where he thought he could win. He thought he could get on top of everything that is coming at him. But when all of a sudden one thing is thrown into his plans and to throw it off, how far he goes off the rails is pretty crazy. To his plan almost being foiled by someone just kind of finally catching on to what was given to him in a place where he was invited to go into. Not only does he finally get to catch on to what this pagan is, and it was supposed to be like pigeon, and this carrier pigeon quote that once he uses it or uses something that can trigger whatever was set up by uh, the main guy who pretty much adopted both of these boys, it's clear that he knows how powerful or how influential these people who have this overall talent or this curse or gift, whatever you want to call it, he knows how much they can pry and get into their, get into their people's brains and brainwash them to think one thing is good while another is bad. It was only a matter of time before he found out what they were doing to him, and to see that everything he's doing it right now could be somewhat, because of what happened. But it feels more or less that it's helpful to the company and more or less helpful to him, which I think the guy who took him in miscalculated that he shouldn't be worried about the company brainwashing him. He should just be worried about him in general, because he's talking about taking out not only the company but taking out, anybody that comes with it, anybody that's going to come after him. And in my perspective, I feel like he would run the company in a different way that he felt fit his style if he does come out on top of all this. Um, Not only has he summed up his decision to be like, hey, if this doesn't work out with one of my plans or this person that I want on my side to figure it out, I'll keep him on my side. He'll just be crippled and he can't think for himself. He can't do anything. He'll be a vegetable pretty much. And knowing that that's his plan for the friend that betrayed him for the first time ever, pretty much, is very, very the deep end. And like he said, you will not be getting away from me anytime, shape, or form, So it's nice to see these types of things coming to the light, but at the same time, it also just feels as if anything that happens afterwards is going to be a good understanding of not only what's possible for the rest of the show, but who's going to take the lead or who's going to understand who's playing who. And if anybody who's on the side of the company figures out what any of these guys were up to, it would have been a wrap regardless. So now we have more reason to understand where this is going, where it's possibly going in the future, and just how crazy things could pop off in general. So I hope you're all having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I hope you're definitely staying safe and sound. But with all that being said, I apologize. The videos are going to be late tonight, but regardless of that, I think it's better late than never, because in this day and age where people are gone for months on end and don't even give any real word for how long they'll be gone, I think it's at least nice that you'll get something from me if I can get it done. So I'll always try not to leave you guys hanging. If you want to hear more about this, my opinions and stuff, check out Twitter and all that other stuff that I leave in the description. With all that being said, take care and peace.